Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Capricorn. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for the week of June 5th through the 11th, 2023. But do know that energy is timeless, and so anytime that you're seeing this, if the message resonates, if the title resonates, then there could be messages for you. Don't try to force anything, but do understand that energy can be crisscrossed, flip-flopped, and or reversed. And that everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them, so it's a matter of balance. This week, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have strong Capricorn placements anywhere throughout your chart, so it could also be meant for you. As we go into the week, the moon is going to be in Sagittarius, which is fire sign energy. We're coming off the strawberry full moon. And it's just a good time to do something you've always wanted to do, big dreams, big visions, big plans, like vacation and things like that. Then we've got the moon moving into Aquarius on Wednesday, and that's all about free thinking, expanding your mind, ideas, and solutions. Also, it's like thinking around how you can help humanity or contribute to society, right? Then on Friday, the moon will be in Pisces, water energy, which I love going into the weekend. It's very dreamy. It's like energy surrounding psychic awareness, meditation, manifestation, clarification, as I said that, mystical pursuits, things like that. And then on Saturday, the moon moves into the position is called last quarter moon, right before it goes to a dark moon. And that's a great time to take action, finish projects, clean the house, tidy up, work magic to clear, release, and let go of things. Then on Sunday, the moon moves into Aries, which is back into fire energy. I thought it went to Capricorn, but there may be like a void moon, of course, or something. But it's a great time to start fresh with added extra energy, start new short-term projects, and get outside with activities like sports and crafts and just socialization. Okay, so crystal message card. Underneath the deck, we've got creativity, sunstone. So that's cool. Might be doing something creative. We were just talking about, the moon in Aries on Sunday, especially like getting outdoors, artistic pursuits, maybe dancing, singing, comedy, painting, that kind of energy. Creativity. Get in touch with your creative side. Grab a sunstone. I think this is sunstone. But this is not obviously a raw stone. This is man-made. Ooh. Top of the deck, Hawk's Eye. I love this one. And I have a Hawk's Eye, just not here with me. Hawk's Eye is higher perspective. Higher perspective. So Hawk's Eye facilitates a bird's eye view that helps you rise above a situation and see things from a higher perspective. Don't let things ruffle your feathers, but see how you've drawn them into your life through the law of attraction. Additionally, the blue-black sheen of Hawk's Eye protects you from the evil eye. So affirmation, I see things from a higher perspective. I realize that there are no accidents and that we attract everything to us through cause and effect. It's interesting because the Hawk's Eye that I've got, it actually looks like an eye. It's pretty cool. Kind of want to go find it, but it's all right. Then it'll just be show and tell. Okay, so let's get into this for Capricorn. Oh, also, so it was interesting. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you, it's really funny because it's called Sofa King, like the word sofa, the word king, by Royale Otis. And I say this all the time. I say Sofa King instead of the bad word, right? But they use it in lieu of that. And so anyway, it says, I can barely lift my eyes. The Holy Ghost, should your hand for me, shared. I don't know what I wrote there. I can tell so much has changed, but that's for me. For the Sofa King, it's not too late to try, because you're so fucking high. And then it also says, you're so Sofa King gorgeous. So this is like somebody who doesn't feel that they're good enough. My nose is itching, which means that I'm sorry. onto something that hasn't been happening like the entire time until now, all of a sudden. So, this song is about somebody who doesn't feel like they don't feel like they're good enough for this other person. And they just keep saying, you know, you're so fucking gorgeous. And also high above me. Oh, interesting. Higher perspective, right? So I feel like Spirit's calling for you to bring a higher perspective into the situation because you are good enough, right? Number one. But this is, you know, the song talks about admiring somebody and, you know, seeing somebody from a different perspective. So let's take it as it resonates. We'll get into this. What do we have for Capricorns? For their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, please. What do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn, please. Underneath the deck, we've got the Four of Wands. This deals with house, home, stability, foundation. Could also mean like office, like an office structure, office building, something like that. Might be going to work or just dealing with something inside the office, if it's that. Because wands are also about passion. Passion could be like your business, that type of work. Or you could work from home, and it's talking about that as well. What do we have for Capricorn, please? 3 cards for Capricorn. You guys saw how fast that popped out, right? That was crazy. It was like doo-doo-doo. Okay, underneath the... Ooh, Capricorn. You guys are showing up in your own read. Got the devil. So, in any other sign, when I say, oh, the devil shows up, everybody freaks out. But for your sign, this is actually a good thing. This is you. It's just you because Capricorn is the devil. Now... if this isn't you just showing up and you read, it also means toxicity. That's toxic thinking. It's toxic mindset. Yeah, because those hit first. That's how I'm going to take it. So, like negative thinking patterns, toxic behaviors, toxic traits is what I'm feeling. If this isn't just you showing up in your own reading. So first card, we've got the Queen of Swords. This is in your past, recent past. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air sign energy, or you could have it strong in your chart somewhere. Now, if this is you, this is just somebody in their Queen of Swords energy, right? And it's all about making quick decisions, wise decisions based on the fact that, like the Queen of Swords, she's been there. She's had the experiences. She's been through the ins and the outs, the ups and the downs, the trenches, if you will, right? And that's where she gains all of her experience in order to make her decisions. Very sound, quick, swift decisions. Once it's done, it's done. She uses very little emotion, but a lot of logic and wisdom. Then we've got the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is a different energy. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Again, you could have this in your chart. This is somebody a little more vibrant. And I'm not saying that the Queen of Swords isn't vibrant, right? But look at the difference, the contrast in color and whatnot. This is a deep analytical thinker. This is like somebody like, oh, look, fire, you know? So we've got Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands is Magick. She's also the other woman. So there could be a situation with, I see 3 of Pentacles also. So there could be a situation with a third party. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be in business or work related. But she's like very beautiful. She's able to create anything, you know, with just the flick of her wand. She knows how to make shit happen, right? And she does it with a great passion. And it looks to me like this Queen of Swords is like looking at this Queen of Wands, just like, how are you doing that? Like, she's just staring at her. Notice how she's looking. Like, how are you doing that? She's like this. I'm just doing it like this. You know? Almost effortlessly, right? But the Queen of Swords is sitting there trying to figure it out. And what she wants is partnership. So I feel like you're looking at somebody and you're wanting to work together in something. 3 or more. Like, it could be some kind of like a, you know, like a partnership, like a work relationship or on a project or something like that. It's working together with 3 people. Now, again, we've got the Devil underneath the deck. If the Devil stands for just Capricorns, you Capricorns by nature are very, very, you guys are hustlers. You're all about the money. You know how to obtain it, how to get it. You make it happen. And that's what a Capricorn is. And so if this is like a business partnership, that's what this Devil energy is. Careful, because you may want to put everything into it and almost overwork yourself, and so that's also kind of toxic. It's toxic when you're constantly working. But if it's not that and it is more toxicity, there could be some toxicity in this third party, and that other woman could be like another woman. That's not for all of you. It's only for some of you. Take it as it resonates. So there's that. But we're going to clarify. Let's get more into this. See what we're talking about here. I honestly feel like this is more work related and it's about collaboration. And I think, you know, already looking at this, Spirit's calling for you to take a higher perspective, like look at this from a higher perspective. And also use your own creativity. That's what's underneath the deck, right? Use your own creativity. I think there's a certain amount of admiration too. Like, you know, the song was talking about you're so sofa king gorgeous. And it's like, notice the Queen of Swords is kind of like she's staring at her intently, but also admiring her. You know, admiring her passion, admiring the magic that she creates with what she knows. And she's just trying to figure it out, but also admiring it. Okay, underneath the deck, we've got the Sun. So, Sunstone, Sun. We've got happiness here. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So I feel like, you know, somebody is inspired by this Queen of Wands energy. Somebody's very inspired by the magic that's being created. What do we have for the Queen of Swords for Capricorn? What is the Queen of Swords? The World. So that's cycles. The world is about cycles, endings and beginnings. There could have been, also notice there's 3 people kind of like chained to this. And so we've got like a party of 3 here as well. I feel like this is like, you know, breaking free of the chains of society, societal chains. Trying to figure out how to create abundance in your own right. You know, breaking out of the chains, if you will. Of like, you know, working for other people. Maybe this is like breaking the chains and working for yourself. Or feeling bound to a job or a place or something like that. And I feel like maybe that's the Queen of Swords, like watching this Queen of Wands. Like, how are you doing that? Like, how are you able to survive? How are you doing this without being chained? What's the Queen of Wands? Okay. Underneath the deck, we've got the Hermit. So, this is interesting. So we have the Ten of Swords, clarifying the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Page of Swords, clarifying the Three of Pentacles. So here's the thing. Who was it? There was Aquarius energy. Somebody, you might want to go check out the Aquarius energy or the Aquarius reading, because it had some similar cards with the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. There's an ending. So there's some kind of ending with the Queen of Wands. It could be in communication. It could be, so swords are all about communication. So it's verbal, text message, online, even telepathy, right? But there's some kind of ending that's taking place. Now, the thing about endings is that once something is ended, it also begins again. But there's some kind of ending that's happening with the Queen of Swords in the present moment. I think the Queen of Swords may have been waiting for this. And then we've got the Page of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. So that some kind of an offer or a partnership or a beginning can be made with the Three of Pentacles. Now, pages are also messengers, and they could be younger, like a younger Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy. So pages are all about, the Page of Swords is all about like being studious, being a student, wanting to learn, wanting to, gain wisdom, looking into things. And with the Three of Pentacles, it's like something in order to create money. So I feel like there's like a new beginning happening in this partnership. Somebody wants to learn, somebody wants to create. But I'm really stumped at this Ten of Swords energy with the Queen of Wands. Like somebody also, it's like somebody's trying to take out the Queen of Wands. Why? Jealousy? And if that's the case, if there's a certain amount of jealousy in the situation, notice that, you've got the devil underneath the deck, and that's toxic energy, right? I feel like there's hidden emotions being projected towards this Queen of Wands. Now, whether you're the Queen of Wands, like whether this is your energy, I feel like, honestly, these are like two separate energies, to be honest with me. So take it as it resonates. Again, energy can be crisscross, flip-flopped, and or reversed. And so this could be you, or it could be about someone around you in your energy. But I feel like there was some kind of Queen of Swords energy. It's like being bound. Almost like this looks like jail or something, right? And they're being like held back. And what this is about is wanting to break free from it, right? Free like the Queen of Wands energy, but somebody is trying to put 10 swords in the Queen of Wands back. They're like targeting her with, I want to say, like dark energy, dark magic, right? She's being attacked. And if this is you, make sure that you know protection spells. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. Look at things from a higher perspective. And if you don't know what those protection spells are, what this is talking about is finding somebody to work with. I just heard coven. A coven is, 3 or 4 or more of spiritual practitioners that work together in order to learn, obtain, gain higher enlightenment, right? But you're learning. It's still about learning. All I gotta say about this is make sure that this is all for the greater good. Because if you're learning like dark magic for the wrong reasons, that's not a good thing. This Capricorn devil energy is in hermit mode. So this could be somebody that like stays at home a lot. That could be also kind of coming upon like a spiritual awakening. Because when you're in hermit mode, you go into the darkness to go into the void to, face yourself, face your demons, if you will. And that's, you may be doing that. You may be like doing the inner darker work right now. But the hermit energy is all about finding that light in the darkness, that inspiration, that, and it's like when you find it, instead of like being jealous about it or being petty or, any of those feelings, it's like you need to find what inspires you about it. Okay. What do we have for Capricorn, please? There could be, for those of you male or female, really just trying to find the silver lining to a situation. Oh yeah. Clarification. Clarification. So the first card that fell when the phone rang is Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. So somebody's getting like pushy, right? Stubborn and aggressive. Underneath the deck, we've got spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Okay, this is interesting. And the card is Angel. Behind that is Moon. We just came out of a moon, the strawberry moon. I heard two things when I looked at this Angel card in the spiritual guidance. Number one, I feel like you are being spiritually guided. But number two, if you're projecting, if you're the energy, the more toxic or aggressive or stubborn energy, whoever you're projecting onto is protected from harm. So you're wasting your energy. So understand that. Whatever you're projecting, whether it's these knives in the back or whatever, it's not going to work. But also flip that in reverse. It won't work towards you. You are protected. Now we've got coins. Money will be coming to you. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. Quill, get back to the basics. Yep, that's this right here. This is what you need to get back to. If you're practicing spirituality or trying to figure things out or how to make things work, it's getting back to the basics. He's literally, okay, this is Quill. This guy is literally holding a quill. So you might be getting back to writing, or something creative. And then we've got Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Let me also say one thing. If you're manifesting money matters, negative money matters for another person, that will come back to you 3 times 3. But also somebody could be projecting that onto you. And so if you feel like you've been going through it, you need to practice protection spells around your money. What else do we have for Capricorn? Ooh. Okay, underneath the deck, October. Something significant could have happened in October. Something significant could be happening in October. Take it as it resonates. Or you could be dealing with somebody with an October birthday. Okay, so the only one that fell face up is Apple. Temptation will test you, and that's this devil energy. Behind the devil is the wheel of fortune. And being left out in the cold. Okay, so temptation will test you. Don't succumb to temptation, first off. Just trying to make these make sense a little more. Okay. Interesting also, like in October, that's when the orchard season, apple season happens. And so you may be tempted in October to do something, or could have been tempted in October for something. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. So you might be having a meeting with somebody. And then broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And that's right underneath danger, especially in money matters. So just make sure that you got a handle on your money. Maybe working together with somebody. But you do have spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Do you understand that? Just like, I guess, I don't know why I'm getting it, but like, I feel like a lot of energy kind of being thrown in the direction of someone that doesn't deserve it. Does that make sense to anybody out there? Like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I feel like there's a lot of misguided energy that's being, projected onto somebody. And it could be, it could be out of jealousy. It could be out of just misunderstanding, right? Spirit is asking that you take a higher perspective, like look at things from a higher perspective. Realize that there are no accidents and that we attract everything to us through cause and effect. That's karma, y'all. It's karma. So what you put out into the world is what comes back. If you're thinking negative thoughts about somebody, whether it's jealousy or destructive, anything, that same energy is going to come back to you. So it's like, I know it's easier said than done, but like trying to train your thoughts to think only the best things for another person versus anything negative, right? And you may have to go deep within in order to do that, to find that inspiration in order to do that, but it's there for you. Okay, so all there is love has been there. All there is to love has been there all along. So everything within you has always been there, and it's always been lovable, right? It's been there the entire time. You just have to find it within you. Also, Hermit energy. Underneath the deck, you have what it takes. So always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must lead it back into love the universe. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? So always follow your heart. And if it's broken, then you must lead it. And your love has been there the entire time. I think this is really talking about self-love as well. Because, like, again, I feel like there's this energy if somebody's, like, watching the other person and how do they do it? How do they make it look so effortlessly? When you might not know whether this is you projecting this onto a person or watching them go through it. You may be unaware that they may make things look so seamless and easy, but they could be fighting off 10 swords in their back, and you just never know because it's the way that they handle things, right? And I think what you want to do is you want to learn from this person and work with them in order to figure out how they make it happen so effortlessly, right? But it's not without effort. And I think that once you start seeing yourself, having more love for yourself, you're going to find that you don't need to like compare. You don't need to look into how anybody else does anything. You need to, clarification. You need to pick up the quill and do your own work. Like, write down the things that you want. Manifest it for yourself, right? That's how it's going to come across. That's how you're going to bring in the abundance and success. I'm not saying you can't work with anybody to learn, right? But I'm saying, like, you will learn by working with yourself. So that's what I have for you this week. Take it as it resonates. That was kind of like here, there, everywhere. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified of my upcoming content. And as you know, it's together we grow. So I really appreciate your energy and you taking the time to be here with me this week. If you'd like to drop a tip or a donation to help the channel grow, I have all of that information in the description below. I also do personal readings, and so I have those open and all of that information there for you. But I will see you next week. I look forward to reading for you next week, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace, Capricorn.